But
That's
no,
awesome.
it's one of those things where it's like, if you want to say, like, just be real that these are myths, and then we can talk about the divine inspiration about it. But once you start talking about these are literally stories that literally happened, you're done. You lost.
Mm.
You lost You're done. You lost me. You're done.
Someone send this to Inspiring Philosophy so he can make some videos for us, please.
Right? Yeah.
Someone sent him a video. He said, "I'm too busy. Come on, buddy. You're always roasting other atheists about their
He'll find some dumb thing that somebody said, and he'll be all over that one. A constellation Pegasus.
I want to be roasted.
Yeah. Jews say the tower was built so they knock a hole in the dome. They wanted to know if it was made of clay, copper, or stone. Evidently, God wasn't cool with that. I don't know. I've been there.
It's insulting to God. Like, I often tell Christians they're insulting God. Like, stop telling us that God impregnated a virgin against her will, that God, told the Israelites to murder the infants of other nations. Stop telling us that God was angry and flooded the earth. Like, you stop teasing God. God wouldn't do that. Stop teasing God, Christians, and Islam as well. Like, stop teasing God. God isn't as pathetic as you would make him out to be if he existed.
Oh, this Joachim in the chat. I saw your comment the other day about the wrong Ignatius, and I'll go. I didn't know what you meant, because we're talking about Ignatius from the 3rd century who got martyred. But I realized that you were talking about the image that I showed of was a different Ignatius, and you're right, it was. So good one on that one.
We need people like them to point that out, because this is amateur hour. That's what we do.
Cat a question. Oh, okay, good. I'm trying to find more questions that are not. They don't have to be super chats. Oh, here we go. What's in your cup today, David?
Just coffee. Just coffee. It's for me. It was 6:30 when we started the stream. So, no, 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. when we started the stream. Yeah.
Nice.
And I was up till like midnight playing Breath of the Wild. So.
Oh, really? How is that? Oh, Breath of the Wild, the new one.
Oh, no. Sorry, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah.
Oh,
it's all right. Like, I'm a game designer, like I used to be anyway. So like I could rant to you a lot about some of the decisions, but I think overall it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Oh, here's a question. Are these guys post-Christian? Yes, I am. I was a Christian for a while, for a long time. Got saved in prison.
I was a Pentecostal youth pastor. I've got a channel called Post Faith, actually. But I mainly post on deep drinks. But yeah, I used to be.
I do love Christian history. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was finished.
I do love Christian history, and I do take it seriously. So, hopefully you can get something out of my videos.
Yeah.
Matra, thank you for coming in. I think something's wrong with my audio. Is it going in and out or no?
No, it's fine. It sounds fine to me. Unless someone else is.
Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I really do. It's you're the reason why this channel. You're the reason why this channel can succeed and do what it does, and I can continue making these videos because people like you. So I really appreciate it.
I went and got this.
All the people who subscribe and send me super chats and who join the Patreon, every single penny that goes into there goes into these videos. And I try to put out as many videos. All I do is work. All I do is sit here and make videos. I don't do anything else. I have no life outside of this. I mean that. You can ask anyone that knows me. That's all I do. So if you support me, thank you. You're the reason why this channel is putting out the videos that it is.
Yeah, it really does. And it's not just a financial boost. It's like a what's the word? Like, when someone subscribes to Deep Drinks, it's cool. But when they become a member or they join the Patreon, it's like I'll run out and tell my wife, I'm like, I've got to do, like, it's so good, because the financial support is like, it's emotionally helpful. I got this book, Neil. You told me to get this book.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite one. I got that right here. Yeah,
dude. And I read it for the first time last night because my roommate asked, Did Mary have consent?
I go to.
Did Mary give consent to be impregnated by God? And I pulled it open, and I found that the word is actually Miriam, not Mary.
Oh yeah, that's the Greek. Greek is Miriam.
Miriam, yeah, that was so cool. But the Greek for Jesus is just Jesus.
Well, Isus.
Well, in this it's a Jesus.
In Greek?
Or maybe not the Greek, but the
Yeah,
actual.
'cause it has a New King translation next to the Greek. So if you're
Ah,
this text has Hebrew Old Testament, Masoretic text, and then it has the Textus Receptus, which is the majority text that was written by Erasmus, I mean, in the medieval era. But what he did was he took all the manuscripts in Greek, put them together, and made the majority text. That's what this is. So what you have is you have a Greek New Testament with English on the side, and then you have a Hebrew Old Testament with English on the side. And then on the back, in the back, you have all the variances of the text. They tell you how to. There's a way to look at those up. You want to look up the variant, like for example, 1 John 5:7, the Trinity verse. If you go to the Trinity verse, that doesn't exist in Greek. It's a Latin text.
oh, that's
But Erasmus added this in here. It's actually in this text. But he wrote in the back. There's a star on there. If you go to the back, it'll say variances, and then it'll say 27 words were added. Whoa! They added 27 words to the Bible.
damn. There's but it says here, Luke 1:26. In the month of the angel Gabriel, by God, to a city of Galilee, to the woman was Nazareth, to a virgin has been betrothed the man, and the name was Joseph, of the house of David, and the name of the virgin was Mariam.
Yeah.
So is that like, that's not the King James though, right? That's like the exact translation of the word.
No, it's her name is Miriam. That's just her name. Miriam.
Why is it?
It's like
Yeah.
Jonathan or something.
Because I know like a lot of Christians, like I know that like a lot of, even when we're saying prayers, when I go to my family's house, like my extended family's house, they'll say Yeshua and stuff now, because they think like Jesus is almost derogatory. It's
even though Jesus' name is not written in Hebrew, it's written in Greek.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're using like the Talmud reference to Jesus. It's fine. You can do whatever you want. It's your.
I know, but it's like become the new when you're in church. This is sorry, a random aside again, but when you're in church, when I first started church, Hillsong was in, right, and everyone was praise and worship towards facing the crowd, praise God, and then Bethel became really hot, and Bethel was like, you know what? This is my moment with God. No, I'm not even here. I'm not even playing for the crowd. And they started turning to the left. So people would be like, thank you, Jesus, like praying to the left, or even facing away from the crowd, because they're just having their moment with God, right? It's like Christians are trying to one up each other. And it's like, well, now I say Yeshua. Now I say Yahweh. Thank you, Yahweh. Like it's not instead of God, or, it's funny. It's very.
Yo, thank you for this comment. Yes, sir. I could tell you take Christianity seriously. You guys can be yourselves and I'll be myself. We can all get along fine. I really want to make this, like I am very critical. Okay, I get that. And sometimes I can come off maybe a little too critical, but I am trying to open up the space a little bit and be a better source for everybody, and that people who believe and people who don't believe. So I'm really it's nice to see someone say this. It really is. And it actually makes you want to be more maybe more like accustomed to being like aware that not everybody's a fundamentalist right wing. Like not everybody's like that who's a Christian. In fact, most Christians probably aren't like that. So
100%. That's true. Look, my first mod on my Discord was a Christian, and like it's wow. I try not to make my channel a lot very atheistic, but I try to I don't want it to be like an atheist happy hour where we all circle jerk about how good,
right? Like, and one of the people that helps me do a lot of my videos is a Orthodox Christian too.
Yeah, cool.
Max the Confessor, who's Orthodox, I think. IP's video on young Earth creationists is weird because the Third Council of Constantinople makes Carthage 419 binding on the full church, which makes a non-literal Adam anathema, and 600s church writers were young Earth creationists. Wow, I should look into that. I should check that out. And I'm friends with the Inspiring Philosophy. I'll ask him about this and see what he says. But Max knows the deal. Max knows about church history. Max has read everything: Irenaeus, Hippolytus, Justin Martyr, all that stuff. But yeah, so Max knows with that stuff. I take that. I think obviously you know what you're saying. Constellation Pegasus, thank you for the super chat. You guys need Ben Stanhope and Dr. Josh and others to go over to flat Earth and dome cosmology in Genesis again. very entertaining to watch. Soda and popcorn event. Yeah, I'm actually I was actually talking with Dr. Josh about doing a video about Tammuz, the god Tammuz, and Ishtar. So I don't know when we're going to do that, but hopefully we will soon. That'd be kind of cool to do.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Ben Stanhope? Ben Stanhope's pretty cool.
I don't know who Ben Stanhope is,
He's
but
been on Myth Vision a few times.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Ben Stanhope. Oh, cool. I'll have to check him out.
I love me some nerdy book boys. Thank you.
Caterpillar, can I explain to everyone where you are? Like, not where you are specifically, but like the town kind of, because no one in America will know what Nimbin is. Can I explain it? Just give us a yes or a no.
Yeah, I'm looking out to see if she does. You should get Margaret Baker on while she's still. That's a good idea. I've heard Margaret Baker is. I'm actually. I'll look. I'll send an email.
Yeah. Can I tell a drug story? Is that not appropriate?
Oh, just yeah. I said. She says, "Go on."
Yeah. Can I tell a drug story?
Yeah. Just don't get too. Don't.
Yeah. We'll get to it. So Nimbin is this town in.
Pay them.
Oh, sorry. Nimbin is this town that is like the weed town of Australia, but weed's always been illegal in Australia, right? So, but it's like they have the Mardi Gras, which is just like a big festival of weed. They have like Bring-a-Bong, like a shop called like Billabong is a clothing brand where Bring-a-Bong. They have like before, I don't know how you could get medical marijuana there before you could get medical marijuana. I don't remember, but I remember back in my younger years, I went there and we kind of drove through the town and we got really we partook in the herbs there, and we're walking around and we went to a shop and because we went up to the cops were walking up and down the street and they know everyone's smoking weed and stuff, but I went to someone and I said, where do we get cookies? We want to get cookies. And they said, you go into the store and you ask for cookie number 9. And we're like, all right. So we like walk into the store. We're like, hey, can we have cookie number 9? They're like, we don't do that here. Get out of here. Like, and we're like, okay. Like, you go out in the street, you'll find someone. They're really nice about it. I'm like, cool. We left. And as we left, someone from behind in the kitchen runs out and they run out to us and they come with the bag like, you guys cops? We're like, no. And they're like, do you want cookie number 9? I was like, yeah. We find these cookies. It was a wild experience. It's like a really cool hippie town. And I told my dad about it. My dad's like, Nimbin. He's like, I got hepatitis when I was there in like Hep A or whatever. Not the he got really sick when he was from bong water in the 70s. He's like, I was there in the 70s. It was so it's like, yeah, I just laugh. Caterpillar is they're in a cool town.
I just recently found out that if you cut a hole from where I'm at through the center of the earth, you would end up in Augusta. You're right off the coast of Augusta, Australia. So I'm literally here. I'm in Buffalo, New York. I don't hide my location. I don't give my address out or anything. But people know I live in Buffalo. I've said that before. I'm okay with that. But I literally live in the opposite part of the world as Australia. Like you can, it's the polar opposite of Australia.
What's it called? What's it called?
What town? Buffalo.
Augusta. Oh, Western Australia. Okay.
Yes, and if you poke a hole right through the whole earth, you end up off the coast of Augusta.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm on the other side of I'm on the real side of Australia, the east coast.
So it's morning for you and it's night for me.
Yeah, it's wild, right?
It's interesting. Let's start digging. That'd be crazy. I don't know. Anything else you want to? Oh, let me plug your channel again.
I do want to say that I don't actually, for real though, I don't actually advocate, like every time I smoke weed now I have like a panic attack, but I'm sure there's a strand out there that I could get, but I don't advocate for people to do like drugs,
right
for real, or drink alcohol, mind you, because I think alcohol is worse. But thank you for sharing on my channel.
Definitely. Links in the description. You also have really good conversations with lots of different people on these subjects, and I recommend it. And so, yeah, check that out.
People who come over, you use the magic wand emoji. I see it pop up every now and again. That's like the the code emoji. Yeah. So if you want to like come over and say hello, you guys, so many of you guys are awesome in watching the chat. But yeah, it's later today we're doing Finding ET, the sociological impact, and I think it's going to be a bit of bit of a messy one, because he wants to do a shot of Beiju, a Chinese liquor, actually the most popular alcohol in the world, and then start on beers straight afterwards. So, and we're talking about aliens. So like, who knows what it's going to be? Like, I don't normally do aliens or anything like that. It's normally just religion, philosophy, human rights. But this book was it was close enough with religion, and it was just a good book. Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely, I don't know if I'd even consider like cannabis like a proper, like when I say drug, let me just clarify. I had some friends who did like way too much like acid and get like in psychedelics and get like kind of stuck in a loop and went to the mental institution and everything. Like it was really bad for them.
You're dangerous.
So I tried, like I know there are some like there's some good therapies around shrooms and stuff that are happening now, like in some research. But I just want to like be clear that you know, it's fun to talk about drugs and stuff, and especially like us getting stoned. And also when we were in Nimbin, we took a little bit of acid in it. I wouldn't recommend it, but the point is like they're cool stories and stuff. But I always put that little, you know, just be careful, because you know people's mental health is a real thing, and sometimes these things can fuck you up. If I'm going through some bad stuff, like when you came on, Neil, last time you came on Deep Drinks, which if you scroll down you should be able to find the episode if you go to live. If you click on live in the you should be able to scroll down. You had an episode just recently. We decided we were both going through a bit of it. There we go, Isaiah 53. We were both going through a little bit. We were originally going to.
I recommend real quick before you say that, the one I really recommend, the one we did about the Gnostic Christians.
Oh yeah. That one there.
Where is it?
Up a little bit.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, to your right. Yeah, that's one of my most popular. Look at that, 4,000 views.
We were just gelling that one, and that one. So if you want to check out another episode that you and I did, I recommend that one next.
That one's the best. So that one, we drank red wine in remembrance of the lost Christianities, the Christianities that are no longer there. But what I was saying is the most recent one, we were both meant to drink red wine again, and then we got there and we're like, look, I've been mentally not feeling the best. You hadn't been mentally feeling the best, so we just hit it with like non-alcoholic drinks, and that's what I advocate for. Like, use drugs and alcohol responsibly. Yeah,
exactly. Thanks, Joachim, for the smash that like.
Yeah, smash it.
So yeah, that's it, and definitely subscribe. And you have just attained true gnosis.
You have just attained true gnosis. The demiurge has no power over you.